Hello, chat. Hello, hello. We have Stev and Nat. Good to see you both. Oh, let me turn on chat on this screen. There we go. Now they're both on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Flowcat stream. I'm here. You're here. We're all here, and it's just it's a lovely thing. We're all very excited about it. Okay, so I've had a heck of a day, guys. One heck of a day. By the way, thank you, Kaushik, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. Anyone that, you know, is watching my YouTube content, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you have one. If not, no big deal. I got like a dandruff little bit there. Can't get it. Got it. Anyway, I have had a heck of a day. I'll tell you what. So, have you guys heard about that spill, that chemical spill in Ohio? Has anyone heard about that or been following that on the news as of late? I think it happened about a week ago, technically, but the reporting has been kind of slow on it because information hasn't been really, like the company involved hasn't been super forthcoming with information about the chemicals that were spilled. What was on the phone? Apparently news ain't covering it. Yeah, mainstream news isn't covering. Also, sorry, my leg, I keep using the desk as like for my leg to like prop it, but it causes my camera to shake. So sorry about the shake occasionally. Anyway, yeah, mainstream news isn't covering it. Independent news is covering it, but there was a massive chemical spill in Ohio, like massive. And then they incinerated the chemicals to try to prevent them from spreading or like setting into the environment, which is apparently what they're supposed to do. But it's just, we're not sure because most of the reporting is coming from the company that caused the spill. So it's a scary thing. The issue that I'm having, the reason why my day was kind of crappy was because where I live, without giving away exactly where I live in an area where I'm like downstream from where this happened, like quite a while downstream, but it is on the course. Like, since it's been a week since the chemicals spilled, they could technically be in our water supply if they got through, if the chemicals flows the Milo's the winner. Congratulations, by the way, Milo, on winning a Welkin. I'll DM you about that. I'm excited for you. Congratulations. Welcome, Exhausted Axolotl. Anyway, so the point is, there has been no official reporting saying that we need to be careful and that we need to not drink our water and stuff like that, because we don't know the full extent of the chemicals that have been spilled by this company. But we do know that it's very bad, and we do know a lot of the chemicals that have been spilled and have been reported on are extremely toxic. So by the time we find out the full information about what chemicals have been spilled and blah 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 blah, it's too late. Like, it's too late. They've been reporting it as benign, but it's pretty serious. Anyone living in nearby areas with affected areas can reach through atmosphere. Yeah, so I've saw a couple videos. There have been wildlife. People have been finding dead wildlife, dead birds, dead dogs, like lots of you know, the local populace in the directly affected area, they're getting obviously hit the worst with this. They are the true victims of the situation. I am just worried that my water supply is contaminated and we don't have any official reporting on it. So anyone living in my area, if they do nothing about it and they just keep drinking tap water, they could get sick, or potentially later down the road they could get cancer or something like that. There could be negative health effects for years, for the rest of your life, for events like this. So it really frustrates me that I don't want to get too political about it, but it really frustrates me that the governor and that the people involved in the corporation, like, their main priority is PR and damage control. Like, not damage control with the environment, like damage control with PR. Like they're worried about looking like idiots because they are idiots, because they screwed up. They screwed up massively transporting extremely hazardous chemicals. And rather than taking responsibility for it and doing something about it, they're just trying to cover it up. Basically, they're just trying to make it like act like it didn't happen, or like it's not a big deal, even though it is a big deal. So I had to go out and get some water, and I'm not going to drink my water at my house or make my tea with it for the next probably week or two until we get full reporting on the chemicals that have been spilled. Milo will become the government and give everyone at least one bottle of Polish low cat government. But yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I'm nervous. I mean, it's got the potential to do some serious damage to the environment, and we can't be having that. If you guys are here watching, hanging out and stuff, if you don't mind dropping a like on the stream, it'd help get us started, help get us out to other people, and that would be greatly appreciated. I would love that. Love that greatly. Also, Flo, you got my vote. You know what? If the kind of person that I am wasn't so stigmatized, I think that I would be interested in some kind of public office career. Like maybe not now, but like maybe later in my life, you know, that would be something I'd be interested in, because I am interested in politics. I follow politics pretty closely, and I listen to a lot of commentators, and I like to know what's going on. Right. So that's led me to be very opinionated, obviously, in my political beliefs, because I follow it so closely. And personally, I think our government sucks. I mean, I think I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I think we can all agree that our government kind of sucks. And so, you know, it's like if someone's got to do it, like someone's got to make things better. You know, I think the real issue at the deep root of it with politics is that there's money in politics, and that people get into politics for selfish reasons when it's supposed to be public service. Like, you should make a living from it, but it should be a public service. You shouldn't be doing it in order to make connections, in order to get rich, or like whatever, because that's what a lot of people do. And then when they do that, they're not really there to do the job. They're there to to enrich themselves, you know, and that's unfortunate. I think that people with good intentions, people with other people's intent, like, you know, best interests at heart, should be the people running for public office. But that's unfortunately not the state of our government. From an environmental standpoint, we are completely effed when it comes to our environment. Yeah, we need to take more action, more serious action on the environment to curtail the worst of the environmental catastrophes that will transpire in the next 20, 30, 50 years. I think that you should definitely break that stigma. I think it'd be really great to have more gender non-conforming people in position to power. That'd be cool. I am like, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a dude in Pennsylvania that ran for office, and he doesn't wear a suit. Like, he just wears like a hoodie and basketball shorts, and he's a white guy. He's like a big, tall white guy, but he is sort of breaking some of the conventions where he's like, no, I'm not gonna wear a suit. Like, screw that. Like, I'm just gonna wear what I want to wear. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, he's like, I'm here to do my job, you know. And so I think stuff like that is, that's good. This is Fetterman, right? I think it's John Fetterman. But yeah, like that. I think we know people trust people like that more. Like, if you see someone on a debate stage wearing a suit and tie with gelled up hair, and they're like, you know, all of this stuff they're wearing that was bought with their donors' money, and then you see some dude wearing a freaking hoodie and shorts, who are you gonna trust more, right? Like, who are you gonna think is speaking from a more genuine position in that situation? I don't know. I'm gonna pick the dude that doesn't have money tied up in the whole situation. Like, that's the person that I'm gonna trust more. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that stuff too much or anything like that, but I wanted to do some face cam chat for a little bit, and then we'll jump into some MapleStory or something, and we'll game. I wanted to talk about Forspoken a little bit with you guys, because I've been playing that. I've been playing the crap out of Forspoken, and I think that the hate train that's been going on with it, I made a video about it. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. sometimes my live stream people don't watch my videos, and my video people don't watch my live streams. Like, I feel like that's kind of common in YouTube though. You really only watch the content that you want to watch. But anyway, I made a video about Forspoken talking about how the hate bandwagon is sort of just ridiculous. Like, if you look at a lot of games, like in terms of quality of the game, like, okay, the parkour and combat, we can all agree is top notch. It's freaking amazing. If you do not enjoy the combat in Forspoken, then I don't know what to tell you. It's so good, and there's so many different options that you can change to adjust the difficulty and stuff to your liking. Like, I love when games do that. I know some people don't like it when games allow you to change things. Like, you can literally change like how much damage you take. You can change like you can make it so that you automatically use HP potions when your HP hits 0, so that instead of like dying, you just recover your HP unless you're out of HP potions, and then you die, which is like, you know, that's like it's like a safety system. It's kind of like fairies when you're playing Zelda, like the fairy bottles, or when you go down they just bring you back up. It's kind of like that system, but you can treat it, you can also make it like Dark Souls, where if you don't use your HP potion, even if you have 15 of them, if you go down to 0 HP, you're dead. Like, you're dead. Difficulty slider, then, yeah, so there's base difficulty options, but then there's also individual options that you can set within the menu. You can literally set auto dodge. You can set it so that when you get attacked, as long as you have stamina, you will dodge the attack. Like, you don't even have to hit the dodge button, which obviously, like, for hardcore gamers, they're probably gonna get frustrated by that. Like, oh, why would anyone ever do that? But like, if you're like 10 years old or something, and you just, well, it's probably a little too dark for a 10-year-old, but like, if you, I don't know, if you're just not a god gamer, if you're not an action gamer, you know, maybe it's the first action game you've ever played, I don't know, like, I just think the options are good to have. Some people think that it invalidates the difficulty of the game entirely if you have the option to just change things willy-nilly, but I think that, you know, like, if I feel like the combat's not satisfying enough because it's not hard enough, I want to be able to make it harder. But if it's too hard, I want to be able to make it easier. And having specific difficulty options allows you to tailor the experience to your liking, which I think is good. But overall, I think a lot of people that I've been seeing online are crapping on the story. They're crapping on Frey. They're crapping on a lot of things on in the game. And I gotta tell you, the combat in the gameplay loop itself, like the gameplay and the combat all together, the gameplay loop, it's amazing. It's very good. And I see a lot of people saying the story sucks, this stuff, that sucks. And then they're like, the combat and the parkour is really good, but that's not enough to like justify it being a super good game. But that seems like a double standard. Like, I don't know, that seems like that's kind of inconsistent with what a lot of with what a lot of gamers usually say. I think a lot of gamers usually say that if a game has fantastic gameplay, who cares if the story sucks? You're there for the gameplay, right? I've heard gamers say that a million times about games that they love that have crappy stories, but it feels more like people are using flaws in the story to justify their hate for the game, or justify their hate bandwagon and all that stuff. I don't mind options as long as it doesn't force hardcore gamers to play easy mode. Yeah, like, as long as no one's forced to play the game in a specific way, I think that's ideal, right? Like, I think it's ideal to have options some way or another. Like, whether it's things that whether it's like equipment, like that you can or cannot use. Like, one thing I think about a lot, Elden Ring has many different ways to increase or decrease the difficulty of your experience, but it's not in the settings menu. Like, you can go through the whole game and just not use some of the equipment options that are, like, you could go through the game and not use your mystic tears. That's going to make you a lot weaker, but it's going to make the game a lot harder. But if you want the game to be a lot easier, you can use all of your tools at your disposal, and it'll actually make the game a lot easier. Like, Spirit Ashes help a lot. Mystic Tear helps a lot. Like, a lot of things help a lot and will make the game significantly easier for you. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be in a settings menu. You know, it's like giving players a lot of different tools and then letting them use whatever they want to use. I think is pretty great. Like, yeah. I hate it when people make fun of others for liking a game they don't like. They make it everyone's problem. They think the game is bad. Yeah, so it's like with music, right? Okay, when you listen to music, your taste in music does not make you better than anyone else. It doesn't make you a better person or a worse person to like certain kinds of music. And you shouldn't judge people for their taste in music. I think it's like the same thing with video games. Like, for some reason, when people don't like a video game, they immediately want to just like dogpile on anyone that likes it, as if it's like a bad opinion to have. And in reality, that's just cringe. Like, that's just super cringe, because everyone likes different things, Fivehead. Like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that other people will also dislike it. Like, that's just small world syndrome. Like, you just think everyone is like you, which is really, really small minded. I hate when people make fun of others for like, oh, I read that already. I'm adding my cousin because he thinks he's a god because he listens to metal. Like, congrats. Yeah. Yup. Speaking of which, I pre-registered for Honkai Star Rail and saw some people dooming the game because it's turn-based. I think that's why a lot of people are excited for Star Rail. Isn't that right? I mean, like, I think there's people that are turned off from games like Genshin, or like games that have an action focus. Like, some people just want a turn-based experience because it's more strategy and less reflexes. You know what I mean? Some people like that. Some people prefer that. So I think that, like, the whole thing with, okay, the whole thing with the Hoyoverse and what they're doing with all these games, with Genshin, with Star Rail, with Zenless Zone, they're gonna make games that appeal to all different kinds of gamers, and then you can play the one you like. And then if you don't like if you don't like Genshin, but you like Zenless Zone Zero, here's what should happen. You should go play Zenless Zone Zero and shut the hell up. But if you like Genshin and you don't like Zenless Zone Zero, you should just go play Genshin and shut the hell up. And if you like Honkai Star Rail and you don't like Genshin and you don't like Zenless Zone Zero, well, guess what? You should go play Honkai Star Rail and shut up. So it's just really this issue where, like, people just can't understand how people could possibly be someone other than, like, literally you. Like, I don't understand why people can't. How hard is it to understand that people are different than you? Like, I've lived my whole life understanding that I'm very different than other people. I don't understand how it's so hard for other people to understand that there's cats are playing. They're happy because they just got fed. Oh boy. Anyway, that's a whole bunch of stuff. People just got too much time on their hands and like to argue for fun. Yeah, for real. I've said this a couple times at the beginning of streams now. I'm looking for someone to help me with a new channel banner. So if anyone knows any artists that are looking to help me with, I have a couple people that I can, like, I have like one person that I can reach out to, I think, but I don't know if they're gonna be available. As a fellow emo rock metal enthusiast, I admit we have some of the worst when it comes to elitists and gatekeepers in the genre. Yeah, it's like people, oh my gosh. My least favorite thing in the metal, rock, emo, punk, grudge, dark metal, black satanic, death metal, yodeling death metal. Like, here's the deal, folks. Metal is like we don't need a million subgenres of every genre, and if we have a million subgenres of every genre, can we just like put them in a continuum and not like I hate it when I'm talking to someone and I'm like, oh yeah, I love metal, and they're like, oh cool, I love metal too, and I'm like, yeah, I love I'm like, yeah, I love Trivium, and they're like, oh, Trivium's so cool, and I'm like, yeah, they're such a good metal band, and they're like, well, technically, you know, Trivium is like, I don't even know what they are. I think they're just, I don't know. I just think it's metal. See, I don't know all of these subgenres, but people get really insulted if you don't know the exact subgenre that their favorite band is like in. You know, it's like yodeling death metal. It's not real. I mean, I just pulled random things out of my butt. But like, that's the thing though, is that it's like the same thing with electronic music too. You have electronic music, right? EDM or whatever. And you have like so many subgenres within that genre. It's absurd. Doesn't make sense. It probably is real. It probably is. I think I have heard yodeling before in a metal band or something. I don't know. It sounds like a good gimmick. Or like didgeridoos. I think people use didgeridoos, don't they? It's just funky noises. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just music. Like, guys, it's just music, you know, like, but you know, I don't know. I'll never understand people that hate other people for their preferences, like their taste in something, you know, like, you like this video game, you must be a garbage person. Like, how low does your self-confidence have to be to like need to hate on other people for liking something you don't like in order to feel confident about liking the things that you like? Like, why don't you just like the things you like? It's that simple. It's probably a system of down, let's be real. Fair enough. So anyway, the magic system in Forspoken is freaking crazy, guys. I'm so addicted to the combat in that game. It's absurd. It's so good. I don't know how to explain to you all, but it's like, you know how in a lot of video games you're doing magic and it's like, oh, by the way, before I get distracted, I'm getting a lamp. It's gonna go there, back there by that TV, and I'm gonna put some like funky colored lights on it or something, so I'll have like a colorful background, and it'll help because the cats play back there a lot and you guys can't even see them waddle their butts all the time. They're going crazy. They're just running around like crazy. The only time I'll make fun of a person's music video game taste is when the people who make the thing are bad people or like bad person. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand boycotting someone's art because they represent something that is just so terrible that their music therefore would fuel, or like fueling their, you know, pursuits would also fuel their negative influence on the world. I love the zoom in of the cats running the Forspoken video. Yeah, they were going crazy. I had like, there were like quite a few moments where I could have done that in, but they're like this separate art from the artist, and the artist is kind of, oh, okay, I was talking about music. Not music, magic. Talking about magic. You know how you do magic in video games and most of the time you're just standing there and your guy's like, I'm gonna cast a spell. And you just like stand there. You just stand completely. I'm gonna stand up for a little bit. Speaking of standing, I realized I could do this last stream. I can just stand here. I don't have to sit the whole time. And that's nice. You know, it's good to have the option. Oh wait, how do I? Oh, that's not. Wait. Anyway, so in most video games, when you do magic, you're just standing perfectly still and you're just like, it's the most boring crap in the entire world. And most video game designers, like there's a lot of video game designers, when they design magic systems, they have no creativity. They have no creative inspiration. None of it. None of it. So it's like fireball and fire ring and bigger fireball and lightning bolt, and it's just it drives me crazy. It's the most boring stuff in the world. Like, I don't know how some of these systems that people design for like magic and stuff, it's like, why do you think anyone would have fun playing this? Because it's not fun. Anyway, with Forspoken, it is fun. Wow, shocking. but every school of magic is really distinctly different, and movement is tied into all of them in different ways. And also all of the spells are like interesting and engaging. And one thing that I noticed actually, which is pretty cool, is like when you use fire magic, when you cast like a big fire wall or whatever, Frey will react to the heat. Like if you put down a big, like you have this one thing where it's basically like a lava trap where you put it down and it like spews lava, and if enemies stand in it, they take damage. But if you go over to it and stand near it, Frey will go like, oh god, like it's so hot, you know, like she'll like react as if it's hot, right? But you don't take damage. Like you don't actually take damage from it, but Frey will like, you know, react to it. I think that's like a really interesting thing, because she'll do that with a variety of different spells. Like you have this one spell where it's like a water pillar, basically it's like a vortex water pillar thing, and you can't touch it. If you touch it, like it like pushes you back because it's freaking water blasting up from the ground. But in a lot of video games, you could just like you just have this giant water pillar and enemies touch it and they go flying, and you can just like run right through it like some kind of like ephemeral being, you know. And I just think that that's like, oh god, it just, stuff like that really bugs me, because it just doesn't make the gameplay engaging at all. I don't know. There's a lot of small things like that Forspoken is doing with the parkour and the combat. So many small things like that. I don't even know how to explain it to you. It's like you have so many options for spells, support spells, attack spells, for countering, parrying. Like there's so many different options for different ways to approach combat. You don't have to use like half of those things in combat, but doing so just makes it so much more fun. Like there's over like 200 spells in the game. There's 4 magic trees. Each of them has a primary attack and then 3 versions of a charge attack. So you have like a primary fire, which is like, you know, you're just your normal spell like cast where you just smash the button. And then when you hold the button, you charge, you do a charge attack. So each magic tree has 3 different versions of a charge attack that are all wildly different and can get different upgrades. And then you have support spells. Every school has like, what is it? It's like 9 support spells or something like that. Every school does. And they all have separate cooldowns. So you can just spam your freaking support skills like crazy. Oh my god. It's freaking good. And the enemies have different resistances to different types of damage. So like some enemies, you'll switch to different types of like different elements, you know, in the battle, depending on the enemies you're fighting. And it's like the enemies are kind of grouped together in different types. So when you see an enemy, you can be like, oh, I'm pretty sure I know what element I need to be using on this enemy. Like it's just, oh, it's so good. And the parkour is just freaking, it's chef's kiss. It feels so good to run around the world. The only complaint about the parkour is that it's a little bit slippery. Like it feels like you're kind of like slipping around sometimes. Ugh. All right, well anyway, I'm gonna sit down. I feel weird now. Mic, I hope it's not making noise when I like move it. That would be awkward. I think sometimes people give up when making video games, and I don't really blame them sometimes. Standing exercise complete. Yeah, I was out for like hours today because I had to go get some water and go shopping and do all sorts of fun, wonderful adulting things and prepare for the impending destruction of the environment around my home. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so video game development is difficult. It's a heck of a thing, I'll tell you what. So yeah, I mean, Yeah, but that's the thing. Forspoken is a uniquely good game. They've put so much love and care into the combat system. They made it feel so fun and engaging and really satisfying to do. So I think that, you know, that in and of itself merits it being a good game. Because like okay, another thing, I keep seeing people say like, you can't say it's a good game just because the combat and parkour is good, but then also people will like see a game like Elden Ring, which, okay, it does have good lore and good world building, so the story, you could argue, is good from that point of view. But let's be honest, the main reason people play Elden Ring is because of the gameplay, because of the combat, because of the boss fights. So like the rest of Elden Ring, like all of Elden Ring is that it's all combat, all of it. I mean, there's very little, I mean, there's a little bit of crafting that, you know, but like people don't have a problem with it there. They go play Elden Ring and it's all combat. That's like the whole game's focus, right? And they're like, oh, okay, well, they do that exceptionally well, so that's cool. Like everything else could be subpar. It's fine. And then when it comes to Forspoken, they do an exceptional combat system and they have some other elements of the game that are a little bit subpar. And people are like, oh, you can't say that this is a good game. What do you mean? The standards are applied when it's convenient. Exactly. When it gets them the result that they want. They use arguments to prove a point that they've already arrived. They work backwards from their conclusion, basically. They've already decided that the game is bad, so they are looking for reasons to justify their belief that the game is bad. Yeah, we're talking about Forspoken. I made a video on it, just talking about how it's a very good game. I think it's gonna be, if they patch a little bit, work on the optimization, do a couple DLCs, we could have a banger of a game. Like, especially if the DLCs add more content. Like, I can see myself getting to the end of Forspoken and just wanting more combat. Like, I could already, like, I did a lot of boss battles already. Like, I've gotten pretty far in the game so far, and I could see myself wanting like a boss rush mode. That would be so fun. Or like having just any kind of like end game Slaughterfest 500. I don't know, like something like that would be really cool for the game, I think. But that, maybe some story DLCs to just fluff it out a little bit, add some more lore and world building, build on to what they've got there. They cherry pick certain things that just happen to apply at that moment. Exactly. I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people decide, oh no, this is what I believe and this is what I want to argue, and then they immediately think, what point can I make to prove that that's true? Which is like, if you stop and think about that, maybe that's a natural response for a lot of people, but that's extremely messed up. Your initial reaction should not be to try to prove that you're right. It should be to try to find the truth of the matter, whether you are right or wrong. So sure, you can provide your defense or your arguments or your justifications, but you know, when I took critical thinking classes in college, because you know I did a philosophy major, so like you had to take the critical thinking classes, of course. And one thing that professors always said in the critical thinking classes is like 90% of this is just being prepared or being willing to be wrong. Like, a lot of critical thinking is just being able to entertain other people's beliefs, being able to entertain beliefs that you do not yourself hold. That is incredibly important. I lost 50-50 on Hu Tao's banner and got Tiggy. Oh, nice. Nice. I hope you wanted him. I love using him for Abyss. I think Tignari is fantastic for Abyss, especially when you have those Abyss rotations where it's like a bunch of waves of enemies, where it's like 5 6 enemies at a time, but they spawn like over and over. He's so good for those because he can just demolish wave after wave with almost no downtime on his DPS. It's pretty fantastic. Okay, I did that Lisa event for the Lisa skin. I hated it. I hated it. You guys, if anyone thinks I'm a shill and I just love everything Hoyo does, that recent combat event that we had with Lisa for the skin, I did it. I did it for the skin. I hated that event. It sucked. It was terrible. Making me, it took so long. I spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to build my teams every time before the challenge. Like, oh my God. It was the dumbest thing. Like, force you. I'm okay when they do things where it's like you build a team and then it's like you can't use this exact team again for the next challenge. You have to use different units. Like, that's okay. But this whole thing they had where it was like, you guys know what I'm talking about, where it had the thing set up on the table for your team building, and then like if you put a unit in the slot, it would slot down into the other teams, and then you would have like, oh God, it was so annoying. I also just didn't like it. I felt like a chore just to put my teams together. Yes, exactly. It felt like a chore to put your team, like you're literally sitting there and you just want to go do the combat. You just want to go do the event, and you're sitting there in the menu with your teams and you're like, well, if I put Kokomi in this spot, then I can't put her in this one because, but then I'll have Yaimiko in both teams, but I don't want her in that team. But if I put her there, then I put that there, and then it messes up character order, which you can then rearrange when you're in the domain. But that just seems like a whole lot of work for a basic combat event that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, just let me throw my teams together, jump in there and slam a jamma, smash some monsters. Okay, like I'm not trying to spend 20 minutes trying to like finagle my teams so that I can just enter a domain. Would have liked another Hu Tao, but at least I got a new character to play with. Also didn't like the event. Yeah, Tignari's a fantastic unit. Like, he's a good one to get from standard because you can build an entire team around Tignari. He does pretty good DPS when you get him built up. And so yeah, he's good. I really like Sara Tignari together. That's like one of my favorite teams right now is aggravate team with just, you can use Yao Yao now as a healer for that team, which is fantastic. So you have Tignari, Yao Yao, Sara, and a flex. You can use like Fischl, Yaimiko, something like that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I like the Dendro application more in that situation because I honestly, Nahida is a little annoying for me too. Because Nahida, I don't like that you have to be on field to refresh her marks or whatever. It's like kind of annoying. Especially when the waves, it's like 5 enemies per wave, right? So you mark 5 enemies, you immediately kill them, then what? You just got to mark them again? Like, it just makes Dendro application annoying. I like it when you have skills that you put down, like Rosaria. You put down her ult and she's pumping out cryo. It doesn't, you don't have to like reapply her burst every time a new wave spawns. You know what I mean? So that's one of my biggest complaints with Nahida, and why I think Nahida is extremely powerful, but that one weakness, that one flaw in her kit is like enough reason for people to use other units in their teams. Also, I'm so sorry for the shaky camera. I mentioned this before. I keep kicking my desk legs because I just move a lot. I can't sit still. I've never been able to just like sit still. It's almost like I have some kind of like neurological divergence or something that causes me to be like unable to do that. I barely remember my rotations, and having to change the party order compared to what I normally run didn't help. Yeah, and like you can change the order once you're in the domain, but again, it just seems so dumb. Like just I really hope they never run that event again. So yeah, anyone that thinks I'm a shill and I just love everything about Genshin, like, no, I do have complaints, you know. It's just like that event was incredibly dumb. Yeah, when you get into the domain and you run up to the start where you hit F to start it or whatever, you have two options. One is to start the challenge, and the other one is to fix your order of your team. So you could, but it wasn't obvious. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that till halfway through. I didn't realize that till I was like halfway through the event, and I was like, oh shoot, I wasted a lot of time. Characters aren't perfect, so interesting flaw to bring up. Yeah, no, exactly. So it's like, you know, I love Nahida. She, like, that's the thing. If Nahida could refresh her like mark thing from off field, she would be like a perfect character. Like, she would be, there would be almost no reason to ever use another dendro like up applicator slash buffer, because she's so powerful. She's really powerful, but like those simple utility drawbacks can create enough of a flaw in the kit to create preferences like for other units. Like for instance, Yao Yao, she gives you a very consistent duration of dendro application. It's not as powerful as Nahida, and it's not as widespread. Like Nahida can apply dendro to a ton of enemies all at once, right? Like a ton, no matter how far away they are, but it's all at once, right? And she has to be on field. Yao Yao can, like, if you're just attacking one enemy or a couple enemies, Yao Yao can consistently put dendro on them from off field for an extended duration. And I love Nahida's skill, but I also don't mind spamming skill like you do with Oz and Fizzle. Yeah, see, I don't mind spamming skills either, but it's just that, like, he's got a 25 kill streak in Overwatch. Hey, British gamer. Wow, congratulations, by the way. That's sick. That is pretty sick. But it's just like when you have your supports and you have your utility units, I feel like you don't want to hot swap to them all the time. You know what I mean? When I start, like, that's why I like Kuki and I like Kokomi for healing, because it's like you just put the dang jellyfish down and you swap off, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you just don't gotta worry about it. You know, I just like when I'm playing with Sino, with Nahida, if I'm in the middle, if I'm in the middle of my burst rotation and I kill all the enemies and a new wave spawns, I have to end my burst rotation early to mark the enemies again to use them again. So like Nahida is actually like not optimal with hyper carries, because Nahida in a way is a little bit selfish. She's like a quick swap unit. She doesn't do well with hyper carries. Meanwhile, I'm happy that Nahida freed me from circle impact. Yeah. No, like, she's a great unit. Nahida is a great unit. It's just like she doesn't work well with, like I said, with hyper carries. Like Sino, she doesn't work well with him. I mean, she can work well with him. It's just, in my opinion, there's a lot of situations in Abyss where it's really frustrating to use Sino and Nahida together, and you'd be better off using like Yao Yao or something, or Dendro Traveler. I'm going to clear the hardest content in Lost Ark Saturday night. For once, I'm not doing old content after new content comes out. Wow, congratulations. It's all because you joined a new static. Oh, did you actually get a new static, Steph? Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that for you. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. That's why I like Dory. She helps charge Sino's burst quickly. Yeah, that's a good way to help him charge up his burst. She is a good healer for him, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna boot up the Maple of Stories, and I'll probably just start casually doing dailies and stuff. I kind of haven't played the past couple days because I've been so sucked into Forspoken. I've been kind of in a Forspoken hole, you know. Also, I saw this game that just came out called Wild Hearts. It's like very similar to Monster Hunter, and I am a Monster Hunter fan. I'm not like the biggest Monster Hunter fan, but I do really appreciate I think I like Monster Hunter more as like the idea of it more than I like actually playing it, because I love that. I love what they do with the biomes and giving the monsters like real behaviors and stuff, like making them more than just enemies that attack you and kill you. It's like they have actual personalities and ways and instincts and behaviors that are like real. Anyway, it's like a I don't want to call it a spin-off, but it's like another company's take on like the Monster Hunter kind of idea. They're chill and friendly like the previous group, but they actually raid and they bust my characters for free. Wow. I'll still do alt runs with the old static though. Nice. Well, I'm happy for you, Stev. I'm glad that you're still able to enjoy and play Lost Ark. I don't think I'll be coming back to it. I just, oh man, I don't know. I love the combat in Lost Ark, but I just think that other factors are more important to me than that. And I don't know. What bugs me the most about Lost Ark is that when I run out of dailies, I feel like there's nothing I can do to like, just literally nothing I can do to like push my account forward or push my, like, I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea, like with MapleStory. I really like the fact that oh wait, this is the wrong, hold on, wait, I was recording for spoken, so I had a different, there we go. That's my Maple screen. Wait, what the heck is going on? All right. Yeah. Driggity. Boom. Oh, chat is on my face. Chat, you're sitting on my face. You gotta be careful with that. Okay, cool. I'm out of weeklies right now, and so I'm kind of messing around doing random side content. Yeah, you see, like, if Adventure Tome stuff was actually fun, or like if they had fun side content, I think Lost Ark would feel a lot better. But the issue is that when you run out of content, you just feel like legitimately, I feel like there's just nothing to do. Anyone started the Genshin New Combat event? I'm kind of bad at parrying. I have not started that, to be honest. I went and I like went through the Lisa event for the skin like super fast. Like I just went through it all at once and I was like, ugh, I do not want to do the next event right now. So I just kind of haven't gotten there. Okay, now I gotta sell that. So go in here, sell it. I should have a decent amount of house coins. Yeah, I can trade in my house coins. Let's go ahead and do that. Okie dokie. It just felt harder to pull off the parry. Oh, interesting. Maybe they did make it harder. I don't know. I don't remember what the feedback was the last time they had the parry event. You know what I mean? Axolotl with the squid and the cat. You'll love to see it. Okay, so I go here. And then I think I just buy these blue coins. And then I use those blue coins to buy stuff. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave that as is. So we're basically just gonna do some dailies, hang out on Maple and chill and stuff. I don't have any big grindy goals or anything. What the heck is this Neo? Oh, okay, Neo Tokyo coin. Oh, I think the next... Wait, guys, it's Monday. You know what that means. You probably don't actually know what that means. We're gonna get 50 arcane symbol selectors. Shoot. There we go. And then we're gonna get our flames. Get our 5 flames. Okay, I gotta flame this totem, guys. I get 5 flames a week. All right. And I have like 2 more months before I run out. So I have like 2 months. That's 8 weeks. 5 a week. That's like, you know what I mean. So I will. Where did they go? Did they go into my scroll box? Okay, there they are. Okay. I need some good stats here, please. That's not good. That is actually the opposite of good. That's also not good. That is also very not good. Oh, come on. What? Okay, if I get like 40 to 50 strength, 50 to 80 strength, and some attack power or all stat, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yummy. I love that sort of combat. That's why I swap mains on Lost Ark. Oh, you freaking son of a gun. There's always next week. It's always next week. Don't worry, guys. We'll get it next week. It's totally okay. God dang it, dude. It just won't give me like anything I need. Okay, I don't know why I have all this stuff. I haven't been on my main in like a few days because I spent so much time leveling up that Aaron, like trying to get reacquainted here. Okay. So we have the super haste mission. We could do that. We can do clover hunting. Okay. We gotta wait an hour for this. Isn't there a new Neo Tokyo section? Am I crazy or? I guess not. I thought we got a new chapter every week. Apparently not. Okay. Well, I mean, that just makes my life easier, I guess. We're gonna... Gotta say welcome back to my guildie, because I am a kind soul. Okay, so we're gonna grab all of our dailies. Sure, I will beat up some of those people. I will beat up some of those. I'll beat up some of these. I'll beat up... I don't know if I'm gonna do bossing today. I don't really... Oh wait, I don't... Oh crap, I didn't... Okay, yeah, that one. Sure. And then the morass. All right, fine, fine. Oh. Oh, I'm being asked if I want a boss. Do you want a boss? My guildies are like, you want a boss? And I'm like, I think I'm too weak. It's okay. Steph carries us. She 200 mil range. Okay, well, someone apparently is gonna carry us. It's to celebrate Steph's B-Day? Oh my gosh. Happy B-Day, Steph. Here, if you guys want to participate in the guild chat, I'll let you participate. Oh man. Damien Lucid. You thought I said Stev. That's funny. Okay, well, while they decide what we're doing here, I guess I can get some of these quests out of the way. Where are they at? There they are. There they are. Oh wait, I forgot Lachlan. Do I have Golix? Yep. Okay, so we might be doing some bossing with the guild. I need to grab a tissue. My freaking nose is so stuffed up. Ow, guys, I tried to mute my mic and it shocked me. I went and I touched the mute button on my mic and it just like zapped the crap out of me. My mic's trying to kill me. Okay, so I'm gonna move this back over. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't have. I don't have a hyper teleport rock, so I have to use my guide function to go everywhere. So we're gonna go to Vanishing Journey. Oh no, we have to go to Reverse City. Did I put Reverse City on here? I did not. Cause I'm smart. Where is it? There it is. You can't add it anymore? Oh, there we go. Oh, but I want to move it. Oh, can I move them? Oh, crap. Nope. Oh, all right. Well, we'll just redo it. Vanishing Journey, Reverse City, Choo Choo, Yum Yum, Lockland, Arcana, Esfera, Morass. Oh, wait, no, wait. Morass first. Morass, then Esfera, and then Temple of Time, and where's Hennessy? Hennessy. There we go. Save. Cool. So now we go to Reverse City. And we need Seeker T-Drone Model A. Seeker T-Drone Model A. And away we go. A little bit of lag there. I'm using a red light filter, by the way, that I previously didn't have on. So I don't know if the color looks different on the stream or not. Like, I don't know if OBS captures the red light filter or if it captures the footage underneath. Like, I don't know. I don't want to activate a rune here. Can I just go over to the next? Is it still cursed? Aha! It's not cursed. Oh, I gotta activate all my buffs. I don't know what I'm doing. Just forgot how to play my character, I guess. Take like a 2-day break from my main and I forget how to play it. LOL. So anyway, we're gonna just be killing the crap out of some of these mobs here. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm super excited to play some more Forspoken tonight. Oh, it's kind of unhealthy for my dailies. It is bad for my dailies. Luckily, the events this time around are a lot more chill on MapleStory. I feel like the events last patch were pretty intense. They were like kind of demanding, and they had really good rewards. I know they had some of the really fantastic rewards, but yeah, it's kind of a lot. So it's kind of nice that this patch is a little more like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as serious, I guess. It doesn't feel as like important. I don't know what they mean. Someone just said we should cap anyways. I don't know what that means. Then someone said, yeah, let's do Damien, then Cap. I have no idea what they're talking about. It's all Greek. It's all Greek to me. My nose is so itchy. I don't know what kind of pollen shoved itself way up to my freaking nose, but it's destroying me from the inside. Did I kill 200 of these? Okay, I did. So now we got to go to Choo Choo. Gotta go to Choo. Gotta go Choo Choo. Gotta go to Choo Choo. If you gotta go to Choo Choo, you gotta Choo Choo go to. I don't know what I'm doing. Ugh. Please go through the portal. Thank you. Oh, is this the map I need to be on? It is not. It is not. All right, so we're pretty much... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I guess I'll use these then. Pretty much just gonna keep doing some dailies. Banana dogs. Yeah, these are actually banana sheep, I think. Because the other ones... What were they called? Ooh, oh gosh. These ones are called Ramanana. But they're like rams. Ramanana? They're like rams and bananas. Everything on Choo Choo Island is like some mashup of like food and animals, or like two different kinds of animals. It's really weird. I don't know what the other ones were. These are ramanan. I can't say it. Okay. The other ones. Uwanana? Uwanana? It's like EW. Show me your name. They like when they instantly die, it won't show you the name. EWENANA. Unana? Unana? I don't know. Let's see here. Snow Cloud Spirit. That's in Arcana. So this is what doing my dailies looks like without a hyper teleport rock. Like, and it's a little bit, it takes a little bit longer than if you have a hyper teleport rock, but it's actually not as painful as I thought it was going to be. Gotta head out. Have a good night, Flo and chat. See you, Nat. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Sounds like what minions say. True. True and real. But Nat, how dare you abandon us? You will never be forgiven. Oh, I meant bye, Nat. That's funny. Ugh. Gosh, guys, I'm tuckered today. This probably isn't going to be a super duper long stream. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Yesterday I had a super nasty headache, hence the lack of stream yesterday. And today I'm just tired, honestly. Oh shoot, where's my... I forgot what my potion button was. No, I gotta recover. Okay, there we go. But anyways, anywho's, I have like a tips video coming out for Forspoken, just giving some combat tips and stuff, because I've noticed that the combat has some pretty interesting nuance. What is this song? That was really weird. Incredibly bizarre. It's funny because I selected all of these songs. I selected it. It was of my own design. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. I can't stand it. It's destroying me. I don't even abuse my nose. So sad. There's so much like... Did you guys know that one of the cities near where I live is like one of the worst cities in the US for allergies and like pollen, I mean. God, I almost said it again. I was like dander, not dander. No, pollen. One of the cities I live near is like one of the worst in the nation for allergies. So that's cool. It's like have fun not having nasal passages. All right, and that's 200. I farmed these mobs for so long. I spent a long time farming these mobs. Back in the day when I was a level 233 Thunderbreaker, you know. Grab the money. Okay, I should probably teleport out of this map. What is F11? Okay, now I have to kill Lachlan enemies. Right? Yeah, Lachlan. Stream is lagging for you? Oh, is anyone else having any issues? Maybe try refreshing it. I'm not getting any error messages currently. Currently, everything seems to be okay on my end. I'll refresh, may fix it for you. Oh, a bishop. I love the look of Bahamut. Nice. Nice. Isn't that Evan that gets the dragon? Or not Evan? Wait, yeah, Evan, right? Isn't that Evan? Smooth for you? Okay. I can't remember. Okay, paper bag. I think he has, how you spell, I don't even know. Okay. So we just gotta beat the crap out of 200 of these boys. Slap on all these buffery doos. All of my 27 separate individual buffs. Anyway, what I was thinking about with Forspoken, I may stream a little bit of it. I was thinking of waiting until after I kind of like... The way Forspoken is designed is a little bit weird. Because it's almost like they designed the game for you to do the story first. And then go, oh. I just got asked if I wanted a boss. Okay, we're gonna do a boss. Oh, I went to the wrong channel. I'm so smart. Okay. No pets, please. And I'm dead. Heck yeah. Too bad I don't have dark side. Oh, look at all that damage. Oh, oh God. The screen shaking. All the skill animations, yeah. All the numbers too. Um, it's like a white rarity though. I don't understand. I don't understand the name rarity. Like, does the name rarity have to do with the flame? Or I don't know. I don't understand. I have no idea what the hell is going on with gear in this game. Seriously. The gear systems are probably the most overwhelming part of the game. Like it's just so much layered on top of layers on layers. And none of it's explained. All right. Broken shafts. Where do I gotta get these from? I don't understand the gear other than star forcing. I understand cubing, star forcing, flaming. But there's just things that I don't understand. Like, okay, there's this belt, right? It's got a white name. I assume that means that it's the most common rarity. I assume it means it sucks, right? But I don't know, like, can I upgrade this one to be pink rarity, which is I heard the best? Or do I have to wait for one to drop that's pink rarity? You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, broken shafts. That's in the morass. What drops these? Oh, Warhammer Knights. Oh, I hate Warhammer Knights. I hate fighting these enemies. I do not want to. Thralled Warhammer Knights. Yippee. Okay, let's go to Morass. Okay. I couldn't tell what class that was. I thought the color around the item pick was the rarity. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't even know what that dictates. Like, I don't know what the item rarity would even do to the gear itself. Right? Like, does that matter? I don't know. Freaking cat being goofy. Okay, it's under the boss effect. But where's the rune? Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so we activate this. I screwed it up because I'm big brain smart. Down, down, up, up. One of these days, it'll all make sense. One of these days. It's just that that day is not today. Also, I didn't take my pets back out. I forgot to put take my pets out. There we go. Background is nice here. It looks cool. It looks cool, but I hate these maps. You guys have seen me fight on these maps before. These are the ones where I accidentally fall off all the time. This one itself is not so bad, like this specific map, because it has a really long bottom floor that's almost uninterrupted, except for on the very far left side. But on the next map over and the one before that, there are like several large gaps in the floor that you can just fall through, and it's super annoying. Especially being like a super mobile class like this, where like I don't have a lot of ways to go up or like recover from bad jumps. Like my character kind of just throws themselves across the map, really. So I accidentally fall off the map all the time on those. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shucky ducky. Ducky shucky. Okay, 37 out of 50. We're getting there. We getting there. It's kind of funny when I'm chatting at the beginning of stream, people hang out. But when I start playing MapleStory and start actually farming, that's when people stop watching. So it's almost like I'm being de-incentivized from playing video games on a video game stream, because it's actually better for my analytics if I literally do not play video games and if I just sit here and talk to you guys the entire time. My streams would perform better. Anyway, if you're hanging out and you haven't liked the video already or whatever or anything like that, that would be fantastic. I've got my Twitch linked in the YouTube chat, and I've got the YouTube linked in the Twitch chat. We got the description of the YouTube live stream has the Discord link. You're more than welcome to join if you want to hang out there with me and other friendly people, do fun things, play games, do things, all that fun stuff. And you know how it all goes. Yippee-ki-yay and all that jazz. You see, nothing has to make sense that I say. Nothing I say has to make sense. I just have to keep talking. As long as I don't stop talking. That's kind of the deal there. Like that game, that board game or whatever it is, the keep talking or nobody dies. Or is that a video game? Keep talking and nobody dies or something. It's like a puzzle room thing or something or another. It's like a puzzle box game thingy something or another. I don't know. What I do know is that I don't have to be in this map anymore. Oh, I can't. I gotta. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Sheesh. Yes, big kitty. Big elite kitty. Okay. Oops, crap. I just punched my mic. My bad. BRB. Actually, that's funny because I was just about to say BRB as well. I gotta grab something else. I gotta grab a drink, another beverage. I'm crashing a little bit. I need to grab some caffeine and electrolytes so I stop crashing. So I'll be right back. And also, I want to do some stretch. Some stretching. That was a weird yawning voice. Anyway, I'll be right back. That was awkward. Okay, I'm back. I returned. I am the R return. I are the am return. Anyway, I'll go ahead and finish the dailies afterwards. Honestly, like this is going to be a pretty short stream because I'm kind of tired. I don't really have much energy, but I figure I can just hang out and chat a little bit longer with you guys, and then I'll just wrap things up and be on my merry way. I do have a tips and tricks video coming out for Forspoken. You know, even if you don't play the game, maybe you'll watch it for the supportees. That would be nice. Open my beverage. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that game some more, making more content, trying to be more consistent with videos because my channel will die if I don't. You know how it is. And again, I'm looking for sorry, that carbonation just annihilated me. I'm looking for someone to help me with my channel banner. So if anyone knows any artists, hit me up. Be fantastic. Be super happy to have your assistance in that manner, in that regard. You know what I mean? Also, yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm looking forward to Dia. I will probably do some Genshin streams once Dia comes out, because I'm sure I've heard that people are hating on Dia. She's like not even out. People already hate her. So when she comes out, I'm sure I'll build her up and probably showcase what she's capable of. I will be for sure getting her at least at C0, maybe even like C1, C2, depending on how lucky I get. So that should be fun. That should be fun. But yeah, I think I just want to try to make more videos about things that I'm thinking about in general. Like, I'm probably not gonna make a bunch of Forspoken videos, but I wanted to at least get my thoughts out there because I've been playing the game, enjoying it, and seeing the negative commentary online. So to me, it's like, hey, like I want to get my voice out there. I want to get my opinions out there, especially because it's, you know, it's relevant to me and relevant to gamers in general right now. So, you know, that was kind of the goal with that one. But besides maybe a couple tips and tricks videos or a couple like other small things, I don't know if I'll make a lot of Forspoken content. I need to be continuing my Cyberpunk Let's Play. I'm not gonna lie, I keep forgetting to record new episodes of it. It's like, it's not that I don't want to, it's literally that I just keep forgetting. So I plan on recording more Cyberpunk very soon and getting that all done so I can, you know, get through that Let's Play. Get through the Let's Play. And then next my next Let's Play will be Hollow Knight. So that should be a good time. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. Yeah, not a lot of action happening in chat. Not a lot of engageachinos. So I'm gonna. I bet Exhausted Axolotl would be chatting if he were not currently AFK. So I said I was gonna face cam for the whole rest of the stream, but might as well work on some of these dailies. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna like pour bleach up my nose after this stream. Just gonna cut off my nose. I don't need it anymore. It's irrelevant. It is no longer important. No longer biologically necessary. I'm gonna 3D print myself a new nose. New nose, new life. I need to, I forgot, by the way, I still need to get Twitch alerts up and running on something. Like, I don't even know. I got Twitch chat up. I think that's probably the most important part, is having the chat up. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to get the alerts functioning on my OBS. Hey, I got another node stone. Nice. I think it's the second or third one I've gotten today. Maybe it's only the second one, but still, that's good. I need a bunch of nodes. I learned some new things about nodes, and I realized that I'm missing out on a lot of damage on my main because of how I configured my nodes. Like, you have these things called boost nodes, which boost the damage of your skills. So like, they're basically just like, if you play Lost Ark, they're like skill gems. They just passive damage boosts for your skills. And so you can, I didn't know this, but you can stack them but it's confusing. It's hard to explain, but essentially you can stack boost nodes, but they have to be in a different order. Like, the node has to be the same skills, but they can't be in the same order as the one you're already using. If it's in the same order, they won't stack. But if it's in a different order, they will stack. I didn't know that. And so you basically got to do this thing called getting 2 perfect pairs, where you get 2 trinodes that have the same skills but are in different orders. And that's called 2 perfect pairs. I only have 1 trinode for all my skills. So I'm missing like 30% damage on my primary DPS skills, which is pretty significant. Light executor. Cannot find destination. Is that why I have to go through the mirror? Okay, yeah, I think that's what it is. Okie dokie. Oh, these guys are super loud. I don't know what it is about hitting these mobs, but they just like, they're just so loud. I have the volume turned almost all the way down. It still makes this really loud noise when I hit these enemies. But I'll finish up here ASAP, basically. Okay, 50 more. 50 more. Oh, a portal. Ooh, it's my favorite one. No, go in. Get. Thank you. Ah. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Could have been better. Okay, how many more do I have to kill? Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do. There we go. $25 more. 25 more. Hey, if you're watching this, you better be having a good day, night, whatever it is. You better be. Because if you're not, oh, I'll tell you what. Back was getting the kids to bed. Nice. Hope it went well for ya. Hope it went well for ya. I just got finished fighting these very loud monsters. Now I gotta go over here and kill these speeders, and then we're done with mobs, and we can do the monster park and then San Commercy, and then I'm basically done with dailies. But I'm probably not gonna stream all my dailies. I was just talking to myself the entire time you were gone, Axolotl. Like maintaining that. It's a thing you gotta do when you're a streamer. You gotta, even when no one's interacting with you, you gotta act like people are paying attention. You know what I mean? You gotta like basically talk to yourself. All right, so we're gonna kill all these boys. 200 of them. Oh, I forgot my mining. I need to go level up my mining. I'm at like maximum mastery right now for my. Got to talk for the people watching the VOD. Exactly. I do actually. Oh, whoa. I saw someone else's damage numbers, sir. I would. Okay, they left. I was mining, and so someone popped into the map and thought that there was no one using it. I saw those ignition numbers, and I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, I do actually have a decent amount of people that watch me on VODs. Like, honestly, I think nowadays the majority of my live stream views are VOD views. I don't get a lot of live engagement. Like nowadays, especially when I'm not streaming Genshin, it's like at most 10, 12 people live. And then I'll look at the live streams after a while and they'll have, 100 something views. So pretty decent VOD crowd, not gonna lie. I very much appreciate that. I wonder what my range is, my damage range. I haven't looked in a while. Love a good VOD. Yeah, me too. All right, let me look. I'm almost at 2 million range. Wait, do I have all my buffs up? Whoa, that's awesome. I'm almost at 2 million range. Great to put on while playing Genshin or grinding a game. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like playing MapleStory or Genshin and just like farming or like listening to like a podcast or something while you're doing that. It's like the best. 2 mil. So close. So close. I still don't really understand how range applies to things. Like I hit an enemy and I do like, what was it, like 100 million or something like that. In the case of these guys, or like my big skills seem to do like, I don't know. I don't understand how the damage range relates to anything. But it is a number that does go up, and it's very satisfying to see it go up. So that's pretty much all I know about it and all I care to know about it. All right. Okay. And now I use these. Hit okay. Do. Shoopy doopy doop. The Scooby doop boop boo doop. Scooby doop doop swoop poop scoop dee doo. This is probably one of my favorite songs that I have in my playlist. And it's absolutely not because of the trumpet solo in this song. Even though I was a trumpet player and I specifically played in a jazz band for years, it has nothing to do with the fact that this is one of my favorite songs. This amazing trumpet solo has nothing to do. Well, not one of my favorite songs ever, but on my playlist for streaming. You know what I mean? I like to do the same thing as I'm doing. Like I'll put on a Genshin VOD while I play Genshin or Elden Ring VOD. While I play Elden Ring. Same. Or sometimes it's not always the same game with the same VOD, you know, that a Sonic Cup. Yeah. I just stopped there on the way back from shopping because I can't really drink my tap water because I mentioned earlier with the environmental issues going on with that chemical spill. I'm a little nervous about it. So I grabbed myself a drink and some food on the way home, and my shoulder is like not feeling great. I need to do some stretches is really what it is. I just need to stretch. I've been sitting at my computer playing Forspoken for like hours and 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 hours. Limited favorite drink. Ooh, that sounds really good. They do have a lot of really good drinks there. They have good like milkshakes and good, like they have the thing called the Sonic Blast, which is basically like a McFlurry or whatever, like, but super good. So anyway, one thing I was talking about with Forspoken earlier is that it's kind of interesting because it seems like the game is designed to like it's almost like you're supposed, oh hey Dante, it's almost like you're supposed to play the story first and then go through and explore the world. Like in a lot of open world action RPGs, I feel like they want you to go explore the whole world before you beat the game, But in Forspoken, they kind of have this different formula going on where they want you. It's almost like the story is designed to be completed, and then you go explore. Oh, Freddy's getting some kisses. He's getting some kisses, isn't he? Isn't Freddy getting some baby kisses? Oh, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Let me see if I can pick him up. You want to come up here? Oh. We got him these little bow tie collar thing, and he's almost destroyed it. Like, you can see that he's like shredded the crap out of it. Cause he hates it. He looks so cute, but he hates it. Don't you? My little baby Freddy. They flipped the script on explorations. Yeah. Hey, I know you hate this, but can you just tolerate it? Because it gives me all the serotonin, Freddy. And you see, I need the serotonin. I need it. Freddy, I need it. Please. Okay. Tragic, really. They flipped the script on explorations. Yeah. Like, that's what I was thinking about it. It's just, it's kind of interesting because normally in an open world game, sometimes I don't even finish the story because the story is the last thing you always do. Like, you always get, like, you see the story and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do literally everything else first. But there's a lot of stuff you can't do in Forspoken until you have certain powers that you can only get through the story. Cats are serotonin gatekeepers. Oh my god, so true. Flo, you don't understand, Freddy. I need it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Here, I'm gonna stand up again. I sat down for too long. When I do these extended face cam sections, I feel like standing up. Oh, oh, God. Oh. Trying not to die on my chair. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, kicked my trash can. That's also cool. I am looking forward to the future of Flowcat Entertainment Enterprises, whatever that means. Very official sounding. I'm kidding, but yeah. To T-pose. There you go. I hope you're happy. I hope you got what you needed from that. Real life Bethesda glitch right there. Hey, King Flame. Nice. Probably about to end. Yeah, I am actually getting close to ending. Been going for a couple hours, but I'm kind of tired today. Not gonna lie. Been a bit tuckered. So I'm probably gonna keep it kind of short. Not go on for too terribly long. Flowcat Entertainment Enterprise Incorporated LLC. Actually, I do have an LLC. It's called Flowcat Entertainment, just so you know. So that's true. Sorry you were late, but so glad you could catch it. Hey, that's no problem. I'm glad you could stop by too. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like, that would be fantastic. That would help me out. Because my streams, since I've started doing MapleStory, have gotten a lot less engagement, which I can understand. MapleStory is a lot less hype than Genshin or whatever, but I just haven't been feeling like streaming Genshin. I've just been feeling like streaming something different. So that's what I've been doing. Although I did mention that, like, I'll probably be doing some more Genshin streams once Dia comes out, because I've heard from Lei that people are already judging Dia super hard and being super stupid about, like, talking mad crap about her. So when Dia comes out, I'm sure that I'll, like, I'll build her and try to show you guys what she's capable of. Hey, Fredster. He's sitting on my chair. That's my chair, Freddy. That's my chair. You sitting in my chair. He's getting the scritches. I'm offended. I always like as soon as I tune in, but in all honesty, I always enjoy your streams. Thank you, Dante. I appreciate that. That makes me happy. I'm glad that you guys. I'm glad that there are people that enjoy my content regardless of what I make. It's really like I just need to find something that works. You know, I need to find a game that I can stream that will actually get me success. I gave a like. So are you gonna stream your polls on Dia's banner? Yeah, I'll stream my polls and stuff. Don't worry, I won't pull off stream or anything. Probably what I'll do is like the second that Dia drops, I'll just stream when the patch goes live. And I'm assuming she'll be first half. They've been doing first half new banners for like a while now. But yeah, I'll just start streaming as soon as the patch drops. Pull Dia, do like a live reaction. Well, I'll already know what we'll know what her kit is like a week before the patch drops. So I'll kind of have an idea of what's going on there. But yeah, I'll be able to do like a live reaction to like her constellations or something like that. So yeah. Lay told me that a certain someone convinced him to simp over Dia with. Might know something about that, Flo. I don't know what you're talking about. It's actually no, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Lay was like, oh, I've pulled like every pyro unit, so I can't just stop pulling all the pyro units. That makes me so like, he was like bummed about it, and I was like, why are you bummed? You're gonna get Dia. That's amazing. Yeah, I've been waiting for her for a while. She's the last unit on my list of units that I wanted from Sumeru. I think going into Sumeru, my short list was I wanted Tignari, Kale, Sino, Dia, and then maybe Nahida was the maybe one. But those were the units that I remember saying I wanted when Sumeru first like came out, pretty much. So pretty much Dia, yeah, Dia's the last one that I really am looking forward to for Sumeru. Not gonna lie, I enjoy her design and personality. I love her design. Her design is it's like one of the best designs in the game, and her personality is also top notch. Like, I love that she's tough, but she's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like, I love characters like that. Like, that makes me so happy. Like Beto's tough, but she's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? Hey, Justin. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up here pretty soon. Unfortunately, it's kind of a short stream today. I'm just, like I mentioned, a little bit tired today and having trouble keeping up the energy for stream. I always feel bad, like, rather than having a bad, boring stream, I'd rather have a short stream. Does that make sense? You know, like, I could sit here and just not talk and just turn off face cam and just like play MapleStory, but then you would all leave. So then I might as well just not stream. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I might as well just do a short stream since I'm feeling kind of tired. Good rest, have good dreams. Thank you. I'll try to get some good rest. Today was a pretty stressful day, so I talked about it a bit earlier in stream, but there was a massive chemical spill in Ohio, and I live close enough to it that there's the potential for contamination in like the water supply and other things, and so had to go out and get some stuff to be prepped for the potential of that. Also, I'm gonna not drink my tap water for like a week. Thanks for the stream. We'll catch up with the VOD. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to have it happen. And tomorrow is my day off from streaming, so I will be doing some editing stuff. I have a forspoken video that I recorded that I think I will be able to get edited tomorrow and maybe uploaded tomorrow as well. Do be careful. I will try to be careful. It's pretty scary stuff. Like they dumped this one chemical called phenyl chloride, which is used for making PVC, and then they burned it off. And when you burn it off, it turns into hydrochloric acid, I think, which is horrifying. Like there's some videos going around of people that live close, very close to the chemical spill, and there's like dead animals littering the area and stuff. It's really scary. And the governor is like trying to basically cover it up. Gonna be honest, the player base has gotten to the point where if a character is not on par with the best, they're bad. I don't watch guide videos anymore because of it. I think a lot of the guide content creators have adjusted to it. Like I think you can watch people like Sevi and Braxophone, and yeah, there's tons of guide makers that have very fair analysis without being super hyperbolic about I'm not gonna sit here and act like Dory is as strong as Fischl in every way. It's just that I think that people have kind of bad expectations, and it's more about managing expectations, really. Sevi and Brax are great. Ziox is also great. Yeah, I think there's a lot of guide makers that are not, like, honestly, it's usually not the guide makers that cause the problems. It's not even the theory crafters themselves. Like, I know I've given theory crafters crap and been kind of, vocal about that, but it's really not even the theory crafters themselves. It's the people that watch meta content and then go online and cause drama about it. It's the people that see a video from 1010 or someone else saying a character is below, not worth your money or not worth your primos or whatever, and then they go on every comment on every video about that character and they're like, anyone that posts this character is a literal idiot, and they just go on and start ranting and raving about like how smart they are that they're gonna skip the character and how stupid anyone that pulls that character must be. Like, that's the real toxicity. It's just like, it's like we were talking about earlier. It's like your taste in music and your taste in video games does not make you better or worse than anyone. Like, you can't judge people just because they like different music than you or different games than you. Like, that doesn't make them wrong. It just makes them an individual. Yeah, negative energy. Yeah, exactly. So, it's like the community is kind of bad about that with Genshin. I think it's literally just that Genshin, like, a lot of people, when they're thinking about the value of a character, it's very easy to calculate damage. Like, when you see a character does 100,000 damage, that's a very easy metric to measure. But if you have a character that increases attack speed, that boosts elemental mastery, that heals you, that does this or that or another thing, it's harder to qualify the value that unit is bringing. Like, with a DPS, you can say, okay, this character is doing 100,000 DPS. Like, that's a lot of damage. And then you can measure that against other units that do damage and say, okay, well, that's a lot of damage. But when it comes to things like healing or like buffing or shielding or attack speed or anything else that's more utility based, because there's a less definitive metric for the use of said mechanics, it makes people feel like they're not worth as much, when that's not true. I hope that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's because they're using math to measure things And some of these things are less based on math and more based on situational awareness and understanding of team building and stuff. So yeah. Is it that train derailment? Yeah, it's the train derailment. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with the chemical spill. It's really sad. There was like a reporter who was arrested for trying to do his job, basically. It's a mess. I'll be honest. It's a freaking mess out here. Well, anyway, I'm probably gonna get out of here and go rest up and finish my dailies and probably play some more Forspoken, maybe watch some anime or something. I don't know. Anyway, I will catch you all on Wednesday on my next live stream, and hopefully I will have a video out soon as well. So until next time, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace.